Hey, what's going on, guys? Richie Fix here, back with another video, and today we are getting outside of our comfort zone. We are a figure channel. We have to remember that. It seems like I cover one topic and one topic only, but that's not the case. That's not why I started this. I did want to do all the figures that I collect, and wrestling is among the figures I collect. Now, am I a huge wrestling collector? No. I dabble. I'm a dabbler in the wrestling lines. I'll catch an elite here and there. I mainly dabble in the Ultimate Editions because it seems like it gives you everything you want most of the time. There are a few things that they leave out from here and there that I wish they included. But yeah, for the most part, I dabble in my era of wrestling, which does not include really any of the current day stuff. I mean, maybe a thing or two here and there from current day, but it's really far and in between. I stay in my era. I am 35, believe it or not. Yeah, I sound like 15, but add 20 to that, and that's where I'm at right now, 35. And what 35-year-old, what era of wrestling would that be? Oh, yeah, the golden age of wrestling, at least for me. The Attitude Era, baby. And there was a company that that also did, try its match against the WWF, and that was called WCW. Oh, you don't even say the full W, folks. You say W. That's how we do it back then, and they had quite the war. In fact, they had Monday Night Wars, and it seems like that's what this figure is from, that line. I've dabbled in that line. I got the Scott, so I'm all from the nostalgia from this wrestling line as far as anything from that era. Mankind, give me the Dudley Boys, give me The Rock, give me Stone Cold, give me Undertaker, give me It's Kane, it's gotta be Kane. Go ahead and give me any of the NWO for life, any of that stuff. I mean, Goldberg, anything like that in that era, mark me down, I'm all on it. In fact, this figure I was super excited for because Mankind, he has a lot of personalities in the wrestling line. Mankind, which was Mick Foley, has 3 different characters, as you probably know. Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack. And, yeah, Mankind was my favorite out of all of them, especially this version. He did start out with, like, an earlier attire that had, like, his symbol on the back and more like a black, darker attire, like dark browns and black attire. And then he did eventually switch over to this attire, and this resonated with me a little bit more because he looks very similar to my favorite horror character in Leatherface. He's got the tattered button-down shirt, he's got the tie, and hell, he's even got slightly a leather face. So, yeah, I was big into the Mankind, and he had some of my favorite matches, but man, that one match against The Rock, the I Quit match, was brutal. If you know, you know. My God, I've never seen so many chair shots in my life. That's a hard watch, folks. If you've seen that match, you know that's a hard match, but I have to say the one that takes them all and the one that really wants me to get this figure, no, it's not Mr. Sacco, even though we love Mr. Sacco. We're big into Mr. Sacco, in fact. It's the Hell in the Cell match. I can't tell you the recap, how many times I've watched them, him and The Undertaker recap that on the WWE YouTube channel where they did the 20th anniversary match recap on that. And man, it is just insane the amount of punishment that Mankind put himself through. So I'm going to be done talking here now as I've given you quite the intro and everything and what we've done here. So today, this is Mankind Ultimate Edition. As you can see, he comes with 1 head sculpt on body, 2 additional. He comes with a removable face mask, which I believe you can add to that maskless one. I would assume so. Also comes with a Mr. Sacco and the world title, along with 2 additional hand accessories. So let's take a look at the back, as they usually give us a little bit of a bio, a little bit of a breakdown. As you can see, this is from the Monday Night War, WWE versus WCW. 6'2". I can't, man, I honestly thought he was more like a 5'11", 5'10 kind of guy, but 6'2", good work. Long Island, New York, Mandible Claw was his finisher, the WWE champion. Pretty sure he had a tag team title in there. I could have swore him and Kane, the Rock and Sock Connection, picked up the title somewhere along the line. I might be wrong, but it was the Monday night that flipped the wars. Mankind finally got his WWE Championship opportunity against The Rock. WCW announcers took a pot shot at the main event, unintentionally causing WCW Nitro viewers to flip to Monday Night Raw After 84 weeks, WWE finally surpassed WCW in the ratings with D-Generation X lifting Mankind on their shoulders as the new WWE champion. So, very, very cool. If you know about the Monday Night Wars. This is definitely a super popular line, as I feel like a lot of wrestling collectors love this era of wrestling with WCW, NWO, and the Monday Night Wars, D-Generation X, all that good stuff. So, as you can tell, also comes into the traditional packaging. It's got Mankind on the side. It's got a nice little profile shot of him right there carrying the belt. And it says Raw, January 4th, 1999. Also, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get this one open. Let's take a look and see if you want to get this Mankind Ultimate Edition. All right, guys, taking a look at the Mankind figure, and immediately I'm in love. Like, this brings me right back to childhood watching the freaking Attitude Era. Like, I feel like they nailed this figure perfect. Couple things to note right away. The head sculpt, I mean, taking a look at it right up close, it looks amazing. The paint apps are phenomenal. I love the soft goods, the tie, the shirt. I was trying to mess around with the shirt. Yeah, I guess you can take it off. I just don't want to. It doesn't look like he has like a black shirt underneath there. It's pretty cool. They got this scar on the side of his arm here, which this shirt, I guess, is the only thing that, like, kind of getting in the way of the arm articulation. As you can see, does get double jointed elbows there, so that is very nice. His arms do go up with the soft good shirt. Is there a little bit of a resistance there? Maybe. But yeah, his arms get up pretty high there, so looking pretty good there. And then as far as butterflies, he's definitely got them. As you can see, his arms go pretty far back there. As far as the head sculpt itself, I love it. Like I said, this thing immediately doesn't get to look up much, or you just pop the head off, but does get a little bit of tilt, and then his head does go down about that far. As far as the legs go up that far, and then as far as the leg splits, go about that far. You can definitely do the splits right there. And then his knees do come with double jointed knees, which go far about that far back. And then you do get your boot articulation, where you get some toe articulation, and then you do get the ankle rocker, and then not so much on like the up and down. But I do love this figure. I mean, this thing is so cool looking. It brings me right there. So let's take a look at the accessories. All right, guys, taking a look at the alternate head sculpt here. You got the tongue sticking out. Definitely a classic face for Mankind. So I definitely like this. Again, the paint the paint apps on this are just phenomenal. Like, they got the mask really well. The hair looks great. The eyes, the teeth, the beard, everything. I can see why they did just head sculpts with the mask already attached. And he does get a maskless head. I've definitely seen this too. It wasn't a ton that he was outside of the mask, inside the character, like being the character, but it did happen from time to time, so it's nice that you can get that representation here if you want. It does also come with a mask. Now, the mask is very well painted. It's got the silver studs and everything. It's got the little ropes in the back. This does not fit on the maskless head sculpt. So I tried every which way. The hair just stops it from getting on there. I tried every which way. If you can get it on there and you figure out a way, let me know in the comments below. But I sat there for like 10 minutes trying to figure out a way to get this thing on there. I really do think this is more just like a prop piece for him to like hold when he has the maskless head on, but definitely a cool piece to have. And then also, you can't forget his good buddy, Mr. Sacco. Yeah, this thing's super cool. Super cool. How well it fits on. Let's see here. Can we get it on? Yeah, it should go on relatively. Oh, yeah. The thing gets on immediately. As you can see there. Oh, Mr. Sacco! That's my Mr. Sacco voice. Enjoy that. But yeah, he looks great with the Mr. Sacco. It was super easy to put on. And then also does come with the WWE title. Love this belt. One of my favorite belts of all time from that Attitude Era. Very, very cool. And then he does get some additional hands. He gets the fist, and as well as the open hand. Now, again, guys, just to kind of wrap it up, like I said, I am a wrestler dabbler, so I don't know how many super, many figure reviews you will see from wrestling on my channel, but if I get one that I like, then I'll definitely share it with you guys, because I love the Attitude Era, I love WCW, I love NWO, and if I get one, I'd be happy to share it with you guys. But I was super excited about this one, because this one just really hit the nostalgia feels for me, as he was one of the main guys from the Attitude Era, along with The Rock, Undertaker, Kane, Dudley Boys. I'm waiting on their Ultimate Edition. I'm sure it's coming, but yeah, if you can get this one, get this one. It is a Walmart exclusive. It has been. It seems like hard to find. It seems like people are really excited for this one, along with the Eddie Guerrero. I do have the Eddie Guerrero, so if we can get, I don't know how interested you guys are in me doing the wrestling figure reviews. If we can get this to 100 likes, I'll bring Eddie Guerrero out ASAP. To the RIP legend, Eddie Guerrero, Eddie G. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Richie Figs. Later.